What's up, folks? How we doing? Thanks for checking out the video. In one of my older videos where I'm installing a YakAttack AR tube rod holder on my Yellowfin 120, one of my subscribers, Mary Dixon, asked me to kind of talk a little bit about the camera mounts that I use. And right now is a good time to do that because I'm actually making a transition. From my older mount, this is the old school ram ball with the tab style mount. I had a camera mount up here, but that is in the Etowah River Mine Tunnel. And so it's time to upgrade, and I want to talk a little bit about the difference between some of the older school models like this and some of the newer stuff that YakAttack is putting out. This is the updated version of the Panfish Portrait. So I'm going to do a, unpack it, do a little install and demo on my gear track right here on both of these, and explain a little bit about the difference and how all that works. So this was the old one. This was the ram ball style mount. You would just unscrew the tab, kick it in there, and then screw it back in. And that tab bites the inside of these gear tracks and tightens up real nice. Now all these knobs you can tighten tension, you can move it around a little bit. So this is what we've used for years as a camera mount, and it's worked out really well. But YakAttack is really, they crank out some awesome stuff, guys. I mean, so they've come out with a new mount. This is the lock and load base, which is really neat. The AR tube rod holder that I have also has that lock and load base on it, and it is definitely an upgrade over the just the ram ball style mounts. But this totally works fine. It's worked for me for years, and let's see here. It's very easy to use, easy to work with, and it's been great. I'm probably going to end up getting a piece to rebuild this mount, but for now this is the old school tech. All right, so this is the new one. This is called a YakAttack Panfish Portrait Pro. It's an updated version of the original Panfish Portrait. It's got some aluminum construction, super strong, and it's got that lock and load base, which is really neat. It's still using that same tab as your old school ram ball style uses, but it's got, as you can see, the footprint on this is way bigger than the footprint on the ram ball. It's going to be a lot more steadier. It's not going to waver as much, especially when it's short. When you have something that's real long, it's tough to keep it from just, wiggling because of the water or the paddling, that sort of thing, the motion in the ocean. But when you shorten them up, they don't tend to wiggle as much, and also that problem has also been solved with some of the new GoPros have digital stabilization. So even if there is a little bit of wiggle while you're on the water, the GoPro destabilization is going to or digital stabilization is going to stabilize the video digitally, which is really neat. That kind of takes away the need for having a any type of gimbal or anything like that. So basically the camera setups that I'm using for the most part while I'm on the water is a GoPro. This is a Hero 5. I've also got a Hero 8. The 8s don't have a refuel pack, but the 5s do. And this outer shell right here, there's a big battery. So you can really just have battery all day long. Recharge your battery when your battery goes out. So it's a pain on the water when you have to pop your GoPro open and take your battery out and go into a case and get another battery and pop it in. So this guy, you just, the battery's typically off. You run the battery inside the GoPro, and then when that's out, you recharge it all through the case. But yeah, this is a great forward camera when you're explaining or talking about things when you're out on the water all day, because it's going to allow you to get as much content as possible instead of get out there and film for 20 minutes and on one battery and your battery's dead. So what's cool about something like this is there's tons of different ways to position it. Oops. So as you can see, you unlock that, twist that, and it'll move around on you a little bit. And you can position it where you want it, tighten it back in, and that sucker is not moving. It's on there real good. So this system really works well, especially with cameras. Now what's cool is the lock and load. Let's see, we'll get the pop the base off here. Ah, that's cool. So the lock and load allows you to, when you press this button, you can flip it around, right, real fast. And then when you pull the button back up, it'll pop back into place. There's also a little tab inside, and when you grab that tab and pull it up, you can pop the whole base off. So just like the Ramball mounts, come on, a little rubber piece down there that sticks. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of play here with the tab on the gear track. And instead of twisting it in to tighten it, the whole unit, you just twist the knob. So you could set this up on any sort of gear tracks or mighty mounts or, you know, factory tracks that come with your boat. Super, super easy. And you can actually leave this unit on and just take the top when you're traveling, or say you're tying up to a dock and you want to take your camera with you, that sort of thing. So we're going to pop it back on. It's a nice fit there. So as you can see, it's solid. It's got a big footprint. I've only got one screw on the track, so the track is tight, but it'll wiggle just a little bit. Again, if I want to change the angle, have it kind of sit out a little bit, we can do that. Then we'll loosen these. So just like that, say I want to swing the camera around, I can push that button, pull up, and swing it around. So that's what's really cool about the lock and load. And again, if I want to take it, just pull it right off, take it with me, take it off, move it to another one. If you have these, you know, 2 or 3 of them around the boat, you can pop it off of one and put it on another. So it just adds for some, it simplifies the process because you're not twisting the whole thing to get it off. As you can see, snaps right back into place. We'll push it in, snaps right back into place. We'll do it with one hand. Let's see if I can take it off with one hand. Yep. So it's really neat. It allows you a lot of flexibility on the boat as opposed to this, right? Because here, we'll move this over. Because see, I have to twist the whole unit to get this on. And if you have it stacked in on your tracks with some other things, you can't slide it off because something's on this side. So this is definitely an upgrade, and I'm really, really happy about it. Picking one of these up. I've also got one of the camera booms, the YakAttack boom. That's on the way as well too. I'm not sure if that's the right name. I'll tag YakAttack in the comments below, so check those out. But yeah, this is what a lot of guys are using. Makes it really easy, makes it very convenient, and you can get creative with it. I think the Panfish Portrait Pro is going to run you about 40 or 50 bucks for like the whole unit. And of course, whatever camera you put on. I wouldn't put any big, heavy DSLR type cameras on this. You never want to do that when you're on a kayak because, you know, they're expensive and water will ruin them. So all videos where we're out on the water, that's what I'm using is a GoPro or some sort of an action camera like a GoPro that's waterproof. So Thanks for checking out the video, guys. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. If you want to see this product's listing, I'll list it in the comments below. And please like, subscribe, go catch some fish. Take care.